Hello, President Obama. This is Madeline McClenney Sadler, President and founder of ExodusFoundation.org, a Duke PhD in religion, Master's of Divinity, and business degree from Howard University, and subject matter expert in reentry. At ExodusFoundation.org, we work with every offense type, and we run a 24-hour reentry mentoring program. Sir, I speak as an authority on people coming home from prison. They are not animals, and they do not deserve to be treated as animals in the cage. 97% of the people we lock up are coming home. Only 3% are so dangerous that they must remain contained indefinitely. And so we're asking you, sir, to issue a warrant for clemency, stating that federal prisoners who fit the criteria in the Exodus Coalition plan will have the remaining portions of their sentences commuted. And thereafter, with the criminal justice scholars we're working with, you'll see the letter of engagement in the Exodus Coalition plan. We'll be ready, sir, to work with the appropriate federal agencies to determine who met those criteria. Just as Jimmy Carter issued pardons for conscientious objectors to the Vietnam War, and who they were had to be determined after the fact, this is the same plan. So, Mr. President, we're asking you to do what that famous wisdom scripture says, to let the groans of the prisoners come before you, and with your right hand preserve those doomed to die. So we ask you with your left hand, and I'm left-handed too, use your left hand to preserve those doomed to die, because otherwise thousands of men and women will waste and perish in our prisons. The Exodus Coalition plan is socially just, sound fiscally, safer for prisoners and communities, and scientifically validated. It will save the country $21 billion over the next 10 years. So we're ready to go to work. There are people like Tavares Harris, who the judge admitted in open court was not the trigger man. He was a straight A student. And his companion, who had been dropping out of school, was the trigger person. But they were both charged with attempted murder, even though Tavares attempted to stop the fight that led to the shooting. And so, sir, he's serving a long sentence. Then you have 28,000 people who are Category 1 offenders. That means this is their first offense, and they have no priors or very few points. Mr. President, we can't leave them there. Then there are 20,000 people addicted to methamphetamines. They need to come home. There are people like the woman with a 40-year sentence for some form of bank fraud. No one should be there for 40 years. She can make her atonement and repairs out in the community. And so, Mr. President, please hear our plea at this late hour. I'll be up to answer any questions you have. Our contact information is in that plan. I know you can find me. And so, sir, I'm a harpist, and I wanted to play this for you on the harp, but I guess I'm going to have to sing it. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Time's up. Let's let them go, Mr. President. Yours in the struggle.